What's up, Crusader Nation? Welcome to the Seder Spice Challenge. My name is Ritchie, where we have hotter questions and even hotter wings. I'm joined today by Tanner McCormick-Messer. He is currently the captain of the cheerleading team. He was recently Donkey in Shrek and just 2 weeks away from being a senior now.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, Tanner.
Hi.
How are you with spicy food?
I would like to think I'm pretty good with them, but I guess we'll see.
Okay. Well, we're grateful you joined us today. Why don't we jump right into the first wing?
Yeah.
This is our Hot Ones Classic Chili Maple. And again, you don't have to eat the whole wing if you don't want to, but you're welcome to, as much as you like.
This is good.
It's good, right?
Yeah.
It's a good one. Tanner, everyone has seen you cheering at the games during football and basketball season. What would you say to anybody who might be interested in trying out for cheer? Is it something you recommend, or you think it's too hard for some people?
It's definitely a certain type of sport. Yeah. I think if you want to do something like that, you have to be at least a little bit bold. It's like kind of like acting, I'd say. When you get out in a whole bunch of people, or just a little bit of people, it takes a certain type of boldness to like be able to like make yourself do things that you might think is stupid or stuff like that. But it's to rally up the crowd, and I mean, I really like it, so yeah, I do recommend it.
Totally fair. All right, fantastic. Let's move on to our second wing. See, this is easy.
Yeah.
You got 9 left. No problem at all. Here, we can just move this one back. This is our Adobo Loco Island Wings, pineapple, cayenne, pepper, hot sauce.
Yeah. I'm pretty hungry, I'm not gonna lie. This is nothing.
Get a lot of pineapple flavor. It's good.
Yeah.
So, barely a month ago, you were on stage performing as Donkey in Shrek the Musical. Was it difficult to take a leading role this year as opposed to last year when you were in the ensemble? Which do you prefer, being the leading role or being more of those supporting characters in the background?
Good question.
Thank you.
I don't know. I guess it depends on who's cast and what is the show, because I feel like last year a lot of the leading roles were a lot of my friends, so it was easy to be there. I almost choked. Sorry.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
We actually advise against joking.
That'd be great. But yeah, it just depends on who is those leading roles. I mean, I think as a cheerleader myself, I could be able to like support anyone. But especially last year, I mean, God, it was just so easy to just be there and love who was leading. But this year, I felt more like it was my turn to lead. I feel like when it's called a leading role, it's like you're actually a leader, like in that community. And so I feel like I do have the personality to take that role, but at times it's hard. But honestly, I think I prefer it.
That's awesome. Fantastic. I'm glad you had such a good experience with it this year. Let's move on to our third wing.
Yeah.
This is Burns and McCoy Mezcaline sauce. You made a face with that one. Like a good face, a bad face?
No, it just tastes like nothing. I don't know.
It is funny when you're going through like the rankings. Sometimes some just are like a step down. It's almost like they lull you in this false sense of security before you get hit in the face again. So, you've almost reached the end of your junior year. How do you feel the year has gone so far, and do you have a favorite memory from this year?
Favorite memory? Honestly, I think the cheer competition. It was the first year I've ever done it. First year in a long time that Scecina has done it. And it was a really great experience, I think. Yeah. But I think that would be my favorite memory, or at least one of many, because there's a couple. The New York trip was really, really good as well. That was, actually, I'm gonna switch my answer. I'm gonna switch my answer. But yeah, the New York trip actually during spring break. Thank you again, Miss Young. But yeah, and then I guess this year in total, I feel like it's been really rough. When if you're a lower classman, when they say junior year is your toughest year, do not take that with a grain of salt. Like it is. It will be, and it is.
I feel like they say that about every year, though. Like,
No.
freshman, it's so hard for you. Sophomores, you're in between, like, all these classes. Like, do you think junior year is the hardest so far? Yeah. So it has gotten progressively more difficult, do you think? Was sophomore better than freshman year, or?
When it comes to experiences, yes. But I think that's because it was COVID that year.
That's fair.
I didn't do much, and I don't think I was challenged much either because I feel like it was the same as 8th grade. My freshman year. So yeah, but sophomore year, I finally got hit with that like academic prowess. It's crazy. But when it comes to experiences, no, sophomore was way better because I got to fully experience everything. But mentally, would I say it was better? That's for you to decide.
Well, thank you for your honesty. Let's go on to our 4th wing. Queen Majesty Scotch Bonnet and Ginger hot
And this is your
sauce.
favorite one.
This is my favorite one. I love this hot sauce. I was telling Mr. Klossy, it feels like home when I eat it because I eat it with everything when I have this sauce. So this is one of the ones that, even though we've got a lot left over, I'm taking it home. So. I know, right?
It's good. It's a particular color, but it's really good. I like it.
There's something about it that like reminds me of fruit, but it doesn't taste like fruit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like biting into an orange, but you're not biting into an orange.
I feel that.
I don't know.
I get that.
So it's pretty easy for students to talk about their least favorite teachers at school, but there are plenty of teachers who don't get enough love. Who do you think is the most underrated teacher at the school?
Oh, so many people are gonna hate me for this.
Underrated.
So many
Most
people
underrated.
hate me for this. Like, actually, you might have to cut this out. I'm gonna be the most hated student at the Miss Smith. Hear me out. I know you're mad. I know student. I'm looking at Keegan. I know you're mad. But when you were in an advanced class such as ACP chemistry, you get to actually see more of the teacher. I feel like that's like that for a lot of other AP classes as well. I feel that way with Miss Rostrom because I've taken regular world. I've also taken AP world. And there's just a difference. There's just an automatic difference, especially when your class is so much smaller. You get to have those intimate moments with these teachers when it comes to academic succession, and they'll cater to you a lot more because they have the time to in that class because there's a lot less people. But I think Miss Smith, she's code, she's smart, and she's determined to straighten you out. I feel like a lot of students don't like that. And that's mainly the ones who need to be straightened out. So, Miss Smith. Yeah.
Fantastic. All right, on to the next wing. This is Sauce Leopard 7th Reaper hot sauce. This is where the Carolina Reaper comes into play.
Okay, that is lovely. Take that one. Not too bad so far.
This is where it starts to heat up a little bit. Not bad. I'm also just kind of numb at this point, so.
Yeah. This is your 3rd interview. You're doing amazing.
Thank you. Oh my gosh.
You need a pat on the back.
So now that you've completed almost 12 years of school, what do you think is the peak for education? Where do you think you learned the most during all of your 12 years of school? Was it kindergarten, where you're learning all these brand new things? It's your first year in school. Or is it your junior year where you're at the highest level of academics so far? Like, where do you think? Is it somewhere in between?
I feel like this definitely depends on the student and what school they go to prior high school. But honestly, that is a really good question. But for me, at least in my experience, it was 8th grade. 8th grade was peak. like actually the most I've ever learned so fast, the fastest was whipped into shape. I think I think that's mainly because my teacher knew it was like right before I got to high school. But yeah.
I think there's a lot of growing up that happens in that grade.
A lot.
It's kind of like where you don't just learn academically, but you learn so much socially and
how to deal with people, even adults and authority figures as well. And yeah, I feel like that.
You get that. Fantastic answer. Let's move on to our next wing. It's Bravado Sauce Company.
That's scary.
Ghost pepper and blueberry. No, it's beautiful.
That's scary.
This is like the best looking one.
Guys,
it's got a really cool color.
I don't know which camera's on right now, but look at this. Like, what? It's purple. Okay, it's not bad. But
this also brings me joy. I love this one. I could eat this all day.
Is it blueberry? I don't like blueberry, but I don't taste blueberry.
Really interesting. There's a lot of blueberry. So, over the past 2 years, or over the past several years, I should say, you've been learning guitar and teaching yourself piano. If you had to choose one to get rid of from history, like it never existed, guitar or piano, which one are you getting rid of?
They both hold so much culture and different types of music as well. No, man, you're a madman. I'd say, can't believe I'm saying this. Bye piano.
Oh,
mainly because personally I love acoustic like guitars. It sounds so beautiful to me, and especially when it comes to like R&B music or like really soulful like ballads and stuff like that, which are usually my favorite types of songs. And it just sounds so good. You can manipulate a lot more with guitar, so I'm gonna say guitar.
Okay, you just single-handedly ruined Elton John's career, but
I know.
Maybe he would have learned guitar instead if pianos didn't exist.
Yeah,
maybe. Well, that's a great way of looking at things. Let's move on to another one. This is the Butilla Fire Sauce. You can do this.
I'm trying. I'll take the biggest one.
I
Give me
appreciate
mercy.
that. I'm gonna eat about the same size either way. So.
Yeah, that's true. All of this has been really good so far.
This is kind of the cutoff point. Like past this is where it's just like pain.
My nose is watering. What? My nose is watering. No, I didn't mean it like that. You know what? Whatever. But
running.
Yeah, that word
Makes sense. I don't understand because it doesn't have legs, but sure.
But yeah.
So you recently mentioned that you went on the spring break trip to New York City with Mrs. Young and a whole group of other Scecina students. How was the experience and what was your favorite moment from that trip?
Woo! Sorry, I just got excited. It was so fun. It was so nice. I think the people that were on the trip also just made it like so good. So good. Everyone's so lovely. Yeah. But I think favorite, gosh, this is so hard. Wait. Ooh. When I saw Maud, if you don't know who that is, it's if you ever seen Euphoria, it's Lexi. That's her character name. But I saw her because she was in what is it called? A Little Shop of Horrors, and we went to go see it, and I didn't know it at the time before going, but Caroline goes, "Oh my gosh, you know who's going to be there?" She told me Maud was going to be there. Maud was going to be there, and I was so excited when I saw her on the stage. She's so lovely. Everyone else was too, obviously, but I knew who she was, so it was really great. But we were like, me and Caroline were like, "Gosh, we just have to get pictures." So how long was it? I think it was like 30 minutes, if not a little bit over. And when I say a little bit over, maybe 50 minutes. Like, of just after the show, we stood there, like, waiting for her to leave. Waiting. And did I see her? Yes. And do I have pictures? Yes, I do. So, yes, I think that was my favorite.
Did you get a chance to say hello or like
Yeah.
meet? Feel free to use the milk and the water.
Please cut that out.
No. If we got Mr. Getty up here coughing up a storm, we got you too.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, that's only fair. Yeah. But did you ask something else?
I asked if you got a chance to meet with her.
Oh yes. Yes, I I was fanboying a lot. I was like, oh my gosh, like I love you so much. You did so good. I didn't even know you did musical theater. I told her that she was really, really good on Euphoria as well. And I think I freaked her out a little bit, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. But no, yeah, we did get to talk.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
It's fantastic. It's crazy, and like everybody always thinks of LA as like the celebrity capital of the world, but I've met so many more celebrities in New York than anywhere else. So they're just like walking down the street, living their lives. Mm-hmm. So glad you had that experience. Yeah. Let's move on to the one that we all love so much. The Bomb, Beyond Insanity.
You know, I'm not particularly excited for this one, but
I have a very colored past with this wing in particular.
Yeah, I've seen.
Yeah. Eat as much or as little as you like. No judgment here.
Yum.
Even that's dangerous. Yeah. Just putting it near your mouth is bad enough. Don't smell it. Trust me. You were about to smell it. I saw it in your eyes.
I'm not going to. Second bite? Third bite? Maybe? No. Question?
Uh-huh. Oh, you want me to ask the question?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying you had a question.
No.
So, you're obviously a competitive individual. You compete in baseball. You competed in baseball. You compete in cheer. You compete in choir class as well. What do you think the average person doesn't understand about cheer and choir competitions that are like the same as sports competitions? You're starting to feel it now.
Yes. Trying to think of my answer. I don't think many people, yeah. It takes just as much as practice and like determination and grit. Like, it's not easy, even though it does seem like it's only raw talent. Contrary to popular belief, I suck at singing. Or at least I did.
That's not true. Don't listen to him.
Don't, yeah, whatever. But no, contrary to popular belief, I had really, really, really hard time. At least my freshman year. Like, learning about music and performance. Especially because I've never acted before high school. But I wanted to start at least. Because I did have the raw talent, and I was just like, okay, let me like start something new. You know, maybe it'll be really, really good for me. And it was, thank God. But it's not just performances. A lot of things that like come with not just that day of the competition. And yeah. But also, I feel like a lot of people don't know as well that, especially if you don't play football or any other sport, it's still performance.
Yeah, yeah.
Literally just performance the whole time. I don't know if any of that made sense at all.
Close
I can't
enough.
think, but do what you will with the information I just said.
Now comes the water. On to our ninth wing. Let's keep going down this train. 2 left to go.
That wasn't as bad as I thought, to be honest, though.
You don't think so? You want another bite?
I didn't say that.
It keeps coming back
I'll
around.
take the most coated one, I guess. I'm no longer hungry.
That's a good thing. You okay?
Don't ask me that question. Keep going.
So it's been a pleasure getting to teach you in advanced choir this year. What, in your opinion, has been the best song we've performed and the worst song we've performed?
Oh my god.
Nice, easy questions for the last couple.
I'm going home. God. Wish I was home. But
Home from our sacred music
Yeah.
concert. Yeah.
Really, really good song. Everyone loved it. The emotion was there.
Yeah.
Road Not Taken is my second.
Second favorite?
Yeah.
What about a least favorite?
Least favorite though. It's We have a tie. It's either Ain't No Grave. I just didn't like how it sounded. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Ain't No Grave. Which wasn't terrible, but yeah, I think when it comes to like hearing it, I think that's the worst. But honestly, singing, Shine Like Stars. But also, God, I hate that song now. When we first learned it, I was just like, bro, it's good.
It was one of our
Weeks
favorite
later-
songs when we started.
Weeks later, I was like, cut this out, please.
That's what happens when you do like 3 months of music in a row. So,
Man.
shameless plug for our music concert. We have a concert on Tuesday of next
Guys, you better
week.
go.
I don't know if this is going to be out before then, but come on out 6:30 in the gymnasium. Love to see you there. We got one more. You think you can finish it up?
I have to.
You have to.
I signed a waiver before this. So.
And the last one, hot one's the last dab. Do you want to add extra to this? It's your choice.
Why not?
Why not? Why not? It's nice and thick. Look at it. Here we go. End of the road. One more.
That was a bad idea.
Yeah, it was.
You looked at me like I was crazy.
Never crazy. Just, you went for a second bite, though.
Because pain is for chops.
And we have officially reached the end of our gauntlet. You've taken down the chicken forged in flame itself. As you head into your next school year, with fire in your heart, what are your expectations for your senior year? What are you most looking forward to?
Not much.
That's very grim. There's got to be something you're looking forward to.
I'll get to it, but like, you know what I mean by that. I'm not gonna start talking, crying. If you know, you know. If you're gonna be a senior next year, you know why I said that. But what I'm looking forward to is leaving. God.
Just getting ready to graduate. Move on to the next step.
No, but like in all honesty, I think going to college.
Going to college, yeah.
I love education. I love learning, I think. But I think learning is underrated, actually. Like, extremely. There's some people who need to learn. But I think just graduating, going off to college, starting my life, I think, is scary, but it's more thrilling than it is scary now for me. And I'm really excited about that.
It's fantastic. And with that, you have taken down the 10 wings and you're undefeated still, Tanner. What do you have to say to the people?
Do not try this out. Please do not. And if you do, sign a waiver. God.
Thank you so much.